What's going on, everybody? This is going to be a quick and recorded video from our live trading session today, trading gold and Nasdaq. Same time explaining the phases of price happening throughout the live markets and how I passed two of my evals with one trade on both gold and Nasdaq. And as y'all see, the level we mentioned on all our socials, the 20078, the new all-time high level, already got smacked today, and which was our longing target. And when did we mention this? In the last trading week. We mentioned two new all-time high levels, the 27,773 and the 28,078. Already grabbed this level today. And as usual, we mention everything before action. And most of the times comes out right. So I'm not gonna take too long with the intro, and hope y'all enjoy the video and comes out useful for you guys. We are still bullish. We're completely bullish, guys. Uh, Even though if you're gonna tell me, oh, it tapped into this, then we gotta say, nah. We're not playing it like that. You got your New York first presented gap on Friday, which it didn't even tap in, didn't even manage to tap into it as soon as Friday New York opened. So as soon as it got foreign price, immediately expanded to the upside, leaving this as a breakaway gap. So we could have used this for later, and what I mean by later, like today, when price came down after this big waterfall, and what stopped it? This right here. You see no bodies out of this. There is literally no fucking bodies out of this. You may see small wicks. There's no bodies. What did price do after this? Immediately expanded up to where? Delivering to this buy side. Up here. So this is how you use these. And use any fair value gap you see on your chart. You're not gonna still get as this exact. And all mentioned on our Discord. And coming back down after clearing the buy side, so this is the end of the market maker buy model. We've got right. After this, where's price delivering? To the market maker sell model. Where's the liquidity on the market maker sell model? Here, down here. So all these liquidity gotta get cleared after the market maker sell model, down here. Did it get cleared? Yes, it did. And what did it deliver to? Notice here. Look at here. RTH, open range gap, high. All right. So give me a sec. Okay, my bad. I had a quick call. I should have finished. So what did price deliver to? The open range gap high. Of when? Of Friday. And where did we mention this? Right here, right over here, on Discord. And where was this? If you're gonna tell me it was here, no, it wasn't even on Monday, it wasn't even on today, it was up here. Back up here. Before Monday opens even. What did I say? 930 open range gap will be acting as a bearish magnet for price. Until when? Until it gets fucking filled. And what did it do? It did what I want it to do. It did it. Filled in and finally gonna distribute higher. And what did I tell you in the beginning? If you're gonna tell me, oh, it tapped into this, we have 1 hour rejection on this 1 hour fair value gap, then it's gonna drop down to the candle range low and it's gonna drop down to the sell side downer. No, it's not. The selling delivery is done. And we are going higher. Market maker buy model in process. Mark my words and look when I'm telling you. Look out. So this 131st presented gap right here, I see a closure above it. We're gonna enter longs, targeting the buy side liquidity up here and the all-time highs. Surely the next figure, 28,078. So this is gonna be our next figure, guys. And finally, a level of price that has never been touched before. You're gonna come up to me say, oh, all right, you're just marking out random levels. No, they're not random levels. They are not. I'm not saying this number and be like, oh, it looks beautiful. 28,078 looks beautiful. Okay, I'm targeting it. No, this is not how it works, guys. Let me remove the execution marks to show in a better way. So, how all of this worked out was great. New York Open, I love how many buyers got manipulated here. You're gonna be like, okay, change instead of delivery here, retest, a gap formed. New York's gonna open, tap into this gap and expand higher. But what did New York Open do? Drived higher, came back down, manipulated these relative equal lows down here before driving or delivering higher to where? Our next figure. And all this cycle on New York Open was mentioned in our live trading session for free today on Discord. This is what we showed people that how was price delivering here. This down move to the downside was a fake move on this gap. We noted this gap right here and how effective it was driving price higher. So this is how everything was working. Everything was mentioned. From the beginning to the end, every single fucking move was mentioned and explained, all of them. Every phase of price you see here. Explained it. All-time high was here, but that wasn't our target. Our target was up here. Okay? People would be exiting here, but now we got more targets upcoming. And we're even going higher. Okay? This is how exact my projections come out. And I don't mention this 1 hour before the move happens. I mention these days before. This is what everyone should be doing, but sadly, not everyone does this. All right? So, this is gonna be it since I'm recording now. And I'll talk to you all later then. Since it's been a pretty boring day, I know we're already into the hourly gap, and you would be thinking like this was a retracement, a pump to the upside, and then now it's giving the confirmation to drop lower back to external range, the 1 hour low you see here. But to me, it's a no, guys. The selling delivery for today has ended. Previous week low has been taken. Why would you be searching for a trade in the same direction price already delivered to? So you can't be telling me price is even going for the previous month's low just because it came down 1,000 pips for today. So it came down from 4,600 to 4,500. So this is 1,000 pip for today. And a gap we got to note for now is the first presented 130 gap. And now that we've already hit the, now we've already hit the 2 p.m., we're going to wait for a 5-minute gap. So the first presented 5-minute gap is going to be a pretty promising one for us right here. So as you see, these lines are SMTs, guys. Those ones, yeah, over here. No, they're not trend lines. Exactly, you can feel like how tired I am from my voice, like today. So this would be our entry of this gap. See the small gap? So I would be even more interested in this balanced price range. My bad. Okay, you see this This right here is your balanced price range. So you gotta see how price acts on this too. So, well, I'm not gonna speak much. Just gonna go to the kitchen, get something ready for myself. We're okay until now. We got the change in set of delivery here. And if you're not a CISD type of person, we even have a market structure shift at this point. So you can use both as confirmations, but I'll just prefer a change in set of delivery right here. So we're gonna wait for now this 131, if you want to note it out. I write 130 because it's the time period from 1:30 to 2 p.m., the first presented gap. So I just mark out the 130, which is going to be enough for me. What is the PM macro? If I'm not wrong, it's the macro from 2:15 to 2:45, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, it's this. So all the macros in the AM session were just delivering to the upside. So we had the buy side delivery to where? The 4-hour gap right here. So yeah, I think it's enough explaining about this trade right here. All patience, and buy side delivers. What does buy side do? Delivers to where? The market maker buy model we were talking about. When were we talking about this? Down here, literally down here. We were talking about delivery up to the buy side liquidity for the end of this market maker buy model. Crazy entry. I'm okay with this high resistance liquidity run to the upside. You see so many choppy movements to the upside, just buy stops, short-term highs getting rated after each other. So this causes a high resistance liquidity run. So many people would think, okay, high resistance liquidity run into premium of this current leg, bearish leg. So people were going to be searching for sells. Where? In this leg's premium. So OTE traders would be selling around here, or any type of array you see, like people could be shorting off this small gap here, could be shorting off this breaker right here. See this move to the downside? This was to fool sellers. To fool sellers. Came down, retraced lower, swept this short-term low here into what? Into this gap right here. A turtle soup. So let me remove this. A turtle soup into this. This was a buying opportunity. But sadly, retail would see this as selling confirmation. So when price came up into this gap, people what would be doing here? Shorting on this gap. Where would their stops be? On this short-term high. Targeting what? Sell-side liquidity or previous day low, or even all those relevant equal lows resting down here. But what does price do? Immediately expand and stop all of them out. All of them. All the liquidity. So, easy trade for us. Post New York. So, I'm okay with it. New York has not opened yet. It will open in 5 minutes. Let's see what even New York got us. We can be done with the day even before New York opens. Like, before New York opens, already 8R, an 8R trade pre-New York. This is gonna be it. Recapped everything throughout this whole journey, saying what I want to see and what am I seeing on this price move. And how I mentioned price immediately, as soon as it closes above this, I mentioned this. If I see price closing above this, I want to see immediate retap and expansion back to where? The buy side liquidity, or like the end of the market maker buy model. The London SB, tap into it, may have a short-term retracement here and continue higher, or it can break this structure down here, causing a structure shift, a long-term structure shift, leading us back to previous day low. So for now, I'm just gonna sit down and watch, folks. Enjoy this banger.